going on, folks? It's your boy Jay Morgenheim, and I'm back in the building with another episode of 20 Questions. Uh, in a minute, it's been a minute, but we back. We back. We're trying to keep this, make this show consistent. So if y'all tuning in on Mark TV, thank you for tuning in over there. If you're on the regular Jay Morgenheim channel, thank you as well. Please, before you leave, take the opportunity to subscribe to the second channel. That's the backup channel. Look in the comment section before we get rolling and introduce my first guest. Okay, Keys checking in with C3. V Swells, the Traveler, C3. Oh man, thank you, and Kim Padmore. Thank y'all for tuning in. Without much further ado, I'm going to introduce my next guest. My next guest hails from Gary, Indiana. He's also known as the Flyest in Gary. He's been making, quite a buzz on the YouTube in our sector, I would say. He's if y'all ain't heard about him, you should have heard about him already, but we're gonna find a little bit more about him. But the freshest in Gary. He's been like our YouTube adopted little brother, you know what I mean? But he's making his debut tonight on the 20 Questions. He's got a lot of notable quotables. But the reason I brought him on tonight was something that I've heard him say before that really wasn't a notable quotable. So we're going to deep dive into a different side of the freshest in Gary, a.k.a. J RELLO. J RELLO in the building, y'all.
What's up, Slime? It's your boy J RELLO, man. Tell your chick I said hello. A whole lot of gang shit. The freshest nigga in Gary. I wanted to drop in on my guy J Mark just to see what's popping up. I'm always here to support. Nothing but love, respect, and admiration for everything you do. I'm in the building. Let's get it popping. I'm ready. Let's get spicy.
All right, man. Well, welcome to the show. I don't know if you've seen any of the episodes that I've done so far. You are episode 5.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So with the 5th episode, we're gonna take it up a notch. But before we get started, the format of the show, I just asked 20 random questions. I got a whole list.
For sure. I'm ready.
You deep dive into them. But before we get started, tell the audience, introduce yourself, of those beyond the introduction that I gave you, that you could tell the people a little bit about yourself before we get started.
My name is J RELLO. I am from Gary, Indiana. I am 34 years old. I met J Mark through another, I guess you can say, very popular YouTuber that travels named Keys. Shout out Keys. Kind of just formed a little bond through my need to want to, expand my mind and see the world. So here I am on your channel, just basically as a new traveler, looking to get into some informational topics about traveling, women, intersexual dynamics, relationships, whatever we're here to talk about. I'm pretty much a jack of all trades. Even though I'm just 34, I feel like I've lived hundreds of years of lives already because I'm just so, inquisitive on everything. So yeah, man, I'm here. I'm ready to have some fun. Let's turn up.
All right.
Yes,
Shout out to Elder Lord. And before y'all get started, if you haven't already, hit that like button. We're going to roll into the first question for Rello. Hold on one sec. What is your earliest memory, J RELLO? Your earliest memory?
Oh, man. That's such a hard question to answer, earliest memory, because my memory is just so all over the place. You can think of a memory that you can think early, but most of the memories I really remember, they're like traumatizing memories. They're not like really, I would say, early memories. They're just like things that happened in my life that I would never forget. You know what I mean? So
okay. Like when I answered the question, I can just remember being 2 years old because somebody asked me, or 3. I think it was 3 years old. That's why. But do you remember like how old you were in your?
Yeah, I can't.
You ain't got to go into the memory, but how old you think you were?
I could probably only go back to when I was like 11 or 12.
Okay.
If I'm gonna be 100% honest, I can't go back really further than that.
Okay.
I mean, as far as remembering stuff to the, to the age, you know what I mean? So,
Copy that. All right.
But yeah, man, I'm Yeah,
All right. Well,
let's
if you're
do it. I'm
early,
ready.
it's all right. Well, we're gonna roll into another question number 2. What superpowers did you wish you had when you were a kid?
You know what? Now that I always wanted to be able to like, I guess you could say teleport as a kid, but now since I'm older, I'm thinking I would be more willing to be able to read people's mind because I'm so, I guess you could say, intrigued with what people's thinking. Even because I'm so focused on being real. I want to know what your real thoughts is when I'm talking to you. So it's like I feel like that would weed a lot of negativity out of my life if I knew everybody's thoughts because your intentions are pure, but you just don't know other people's intentions most of the time, and that's what sucks about people. So probably
Well, do
so
you-
I would say teleporting as a kid, and then now as an adult, reading, being able to have a mind reading ability, basically.
okay, okay. That's an interesting one. Most people say they wish they could fly. The teleport one, I
Yeah,
would think that would be a good one. Or stop
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Stop time. All right, let me see here. In between questions, I'm gonna take the time to hit the comments up, y'all. So that's how I want to do that. So let's see here.
I hope I got some time
Raising
to
Rello.
kind of grill you back too. I
Oh, to
wanna
grill me back?
after.
No problem. No problem.
Okay,
Usually we do this
okay,
first. We're gonna do the first 20.
okay,
And
for
then
sure.
after that, after we get done with the 20, I mean, we take a couple in between from the audience, and
Yeah.
then I open the second half up to the panel, open the panel up. And when I do that this time, I'm gonna cut the feed on the regular channel, and Mark TV is gonna be like the complete, the after party will be over there. So if y'all watching, once we get down, and I'll repeat it towards the end. Once we get done with the formal first 20, we'll do like an outro, and then we'll open the panel up, switch the background, and keep it rolling. All
For
right, so
sure.
looking here, Raising Rello. Raising Rello was better than Canaan. All
That's
right,
funny.
Amari. Shout out to Amari. Said you put your church clothes on. D Blake in the building.
Yeah, I had
Rod
to
P.
clean up,
Crip.
man. I wouldn't do anything less for my guy. You know what
Oh
I mean?
man.
So
Oh man. Elder Lore in the building. Where we at? Keys with another shout out. J
shout
Mize.
out Keith, man.
Salute to
Keith
you, J
made me
Mize.
famous. Keith is
Romy
Dr.
Rome.
Dre and I'm Eminem, basically.
Oh man. Romy Rome in the building. Yeah, here. V Swells. Freshest in Gary, freshest in the Midwest. YouTube traveler that never
Yep.
traveled.
They never travel. Yeah. All
The
the
world
time.
famous quotes on his mama. You done made on my mama, you know what I mean, like famous in these YouTube streets. So
No, come on. Oh, my mama is just
yeah, on
so
my mama. So I'm
universally.
gonna give you this one bit of advice. I'm gonna give it to you now. I'm gonna give you 30 days before I take advantage of it. If you don't, you need to go ahead and start get you some shirts with like hashtag on my mama or something like that, with a couple of your quotables. That's all
My
the free game
mama.
I'm gonna give you. Everything else I'm gonna charge you for. All right, here we go. Question number 3. Let me see here. If
It's
you could
too
be an
close.
animal for 1 week, what would you be?
Ooh, that's a good one. An animal. What animal I think is really cool? I like ocean animals for some reason.
Okay.
I think it would be cool to probably be. I want to say what's the what's the thing that can go like really deep? I like sharks and stuff. That probably would be cool to be a shark for a week. I guess I don't know.
Okay. Any
And,
type of
and,
shark specifically?
a great
Okay.
white shark would be maybe fun to be for a week. Probably, yeah, probably that. Probably shark.
And why you choose a shark?
Cause it's just like one of the most feared ocean animals. You know what I mean? So it's kind of that's
No,
what I'm thinking about.
no predators except for humans, perhaps. So that's a good one.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, who's gonna mess with a shark? Maybe a
No,
whale, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not even a whale might not mess with a shark. So
no. Okay. I can see that. I don't know. Out lately, man, I might be like a killer bee
A killer bee?
because everybody afraid. I was thinking of a lot of people say some bird or some type of flying animal, but I was thinking a killer bee might be a dope one because everybody's scared of those too. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, but
it's just
don't
for a
they
week.
once they sting you, they die though.
Not a killer bee.
Oh, not a killer bee?
No,
Okay.
no, they vicious out here.
Okay, that's cool.
Let me see here. All right, let me see. See, I don't see no new comments. All right, let me see. Question number 4. All right. Boom. Would you prefer to be the uglier or more attractive person in a relationship?
The ugly or more attractive?
Yeah. I mean,
I
because
would
you also
rather
got the quotables, J RELLO out here with some 6s and 7s. So, would you rather be the 6 or the 7, or would you rather be the 8, 9, or the
I
10 in the
I would
relationship?
rather have my girl that badder than me because I'm always raised on your woman is a representative of you, basically. So
Mhm.
I always like to think the woman should be prettier or more attractive than the guy. And that's for multitude of reasons because like over time, obviously your attraction goes down because that's just human nature. You can have the baddest chick in the world after you get through, a few times. It's kind of like, okay. She was a 9, now she's like 7 to me now. Then don't let her get pregnant. Now she's really like, 6s right there. But
Yep.
I always wanted to think like, okay, your girl has to be prettier than you, basically.
All
So
right.
long
I
story
feel
short,
that.
the woman.
I'd rather be the uglier one because I think I'm not very ugly. So I think we winning if I'm the ugliest. You know what I mean? It's like I tell people, if I live in the neighborhood, I'd rather be the brokest person in the neighborhood. That means if I'm doing all right, that means everybody doing better. You know what I'm saying? Like you living good. So I compete the philosophy. I wouldn't want to be the more attractive person in a relationship. But you usually see that anyway. Most time, even in most men answer the question this way. I'm trying to think. Only female guest I had was Kyla. I don't remember if I asked her that question. I think she said she'd rather be the prettier one in a relationship as well.
Yeah, because I mean, nobody really emphasizes on a man's looks. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's not a mandatory thing for the man to be attractive. It's more
Right.
mandatory for your woman to be attractive. So
All right. Let's see here. Next question. Look in the comments real quick before we go to the next one. It said Rella will go be invisible, go to the bank every night. Killer whale.
I messed it up. Go ahead.
All right. If you had to eat only one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? It's a full course meal too, so it's not just one food, it's a meal.
One full course meal for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Get that. That's what you get every day. When it's time to eat dinner, boom. Could
I
be the only
love
meal of the day too.
I love salmon and asparagus with garlic mashed potatoes.
Okay.
It's just I just love it. I just love it. It's just so good. My ex-girlfriend used to make it at the house, and I would just be like, I just seemed like I never just got tired of eating it because it's just that fresh salmon and with that asparagus, the way she used to make it with the garlic, it was so good. Even thinking about it now, my mouth is watering because it's so good.
Thinking about the salmon and asparagus, or thinking about her.
No, the the salmon and asparagus.
What you drinking with your salmon and asparagus?
I mean, whatever. I'm not too big on drink. I don't really drink like liquor like that. I just drink a little bit.
No, this could be. I'm talking about just the meal. So we serving it. You ordered salmon and asparagus.
Uh,
What did you like to drink, sir? This is every
Kool-Aid.
day, forever. So
Oh, it's every day forever?
Yeah, it's like
That's
the
hard
one
because
meal
you're
for the
gonna
rest of
get
your life.
tired of anything. Yeah, you're gonna get tired of anything.
I
But
know.
I feel
So
like I
you
could eat that.
choose
I could eat
wisely.
that a while before I got tired of eating it. I ain't gonna lie. I probably could eat that for months on end before I got tired of eating it.
All right, what you drinking with it?
Some ice cold water. You never get tired
Okay.
of water.
No, Ken Padmore said he's drinking Kool-Aid. All right, what you got for dessert?
Strawberry cheesecake.
Okay, I like that one. I rock with the strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah, I love strawberry cheesecake.
I
It's so
might hit him with a
good.
peach cobbler though. I like peach
Yeah,
cobbler a lot.
yeah. It depends on. See, that's the thing with peach cobbler. It depends on who makes it. You know what I
Yeah, but
mean? Because I've
this
had
gonna
peach.
be your grandmama or your auntie or whoever make the
Yeah,
fire
if my
cobbler.
grandma makes it, yeah, if my grandma makes it, it's good. But I had some white people, but peach cobbler that was not the move. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's not cobbler. That's what they call that peach. They got another name.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
know it. I know what
So
they
the
do with
asparagus
the.
salmon with the peach cobbler for dessert with ice cold water. I feel you. I feel you. Amari
No,
said the banana pudding. That's a good one, Amari.
it
I like
depends
I
on who
like banana
making the.
pudding a lot.
Yeah, but it depends on who's making the banana pudding.
I
It
know, but in
depends.
this scenario, the forever pudding is
The
gonna be
grandma, okay,
whoever you
grandma,
said make it. Yeah, it's gonna be
okay,
you ordering it from the
okay.
forever
If
menu.
grandma making it, I'm fucking with it. If grandma not making it, I ain't gonna risk it. I'm gonna just stick to the strawberry cheesecake. Straight up. So,
All right, let me see here. So that was question number 5. Was that? I think that was number 5. Let me see here. If you could send one sentence on a note to your past self, what sentence would you write?
I would say don't do that thing that's gonna put you in a lot of trouble. That's what I would tell myself, basically.
And I guess that what I guess what age would you send that to, or how far back?
18. It would be on my 18th birthday. I would go back and send that message to myself. Don't do that thing that's gonna put you in a lot of trouble.
Gotcha.
That's what the message would be, and it would all make sense when it was time to, I guess.
I feel you. I feel you. Let me see here. Looking through the comments here.
These some good questions. Very inquisitive. Yes. Very thought-provoking questions, I see.
There you go. Yeah, a peach casserole. There, yeah, East Atlantic. Shout out to Mask Off. Oh, is that the Mask Off? I think it is. Rello, you a wild boy.
I ain't even got started yet. We ain't even
Man,
got into the spicy stuff.
oh man, what's spicy to you? I got a folder full of some spicy shit too. Not spicy, but I don't know. I guess to me,
Now that the reason I went viral is probably what everybody tuned in for. The 30% is
oh,
the
we ain't even that really wasn't even on the menu. All right, here we go. Next question. What's something that you're good at but don't enjoy doing?
uh public speaking. I'm good at articulating myself, but when I get in front of big crowds, I get nervous, and I can't. I tried it even at my nephew. I had to speak at my nephew's funeral, and then I got up there. I was so confident, so calm. Soon as I got that mic in my hand and looked at that crowd, instantly my body went into that damn. I take my hat off to people who can get up in front of a large group of people and just speak very well and so comfortably. I've always admired that trait in people. So that was
Yeah,
probably one thing I was thinking about this today. Like I wish I could have that quality, basically. Because like how we're just speaking now, I wish I could speak that way if we were just speaking in front of like a huge room of people. You know what I mean? So it's very tough. I'm naturally shy. I always have been. I never really liked the spotlight, but I'm in the spotlight. So
I'm about to say, yeah, what you call this right now? I mean, well, not this specifically, but you know, you kind of been in the spotlight as of late. So
yeah, for sure.
Big Super in the building.
Soup! That's my guy, Soup, man. See you in the Soup. Wednesday, I'm flying down. Be ready. It's a movie. Have your camcorder out. 30% time.
30%. My homeboy, I told my boy, he said 30% it gets you 100%. So
I'm still in that. That's funny.
So
30% and come back and you're 100% positive. Straight up.
Let me see.
It is what it is. Life is risky.
Let me see. A question number was 7. If you were given $1 million for each toe you cut off, how many toes would you have left afterwards?
Man, probably 8. I probably can get rid of my 2 pinkies.
All right, so the 2 pinkies is gone. Boom, $1 million, $2 million. You wouldn't go for 3?
Nah, hell no. 2 million is enough. That's all I need. Give me 2 million, you'll never see me again. Long story short. Big Super in the building. I can't wait to see Soup this Thursday. It's a movie, guy. Scottensly. Wow. Go run that cold water. It's down that one drain, the left drain. Let it run for a little bit. You still there? Mog, you froze up, I think. Yo. Mog. Froze up. I can't hear you. Can y'all still hear me? Can somebody put in the chat if they can still hear me? Because I think Mark froze on his end. It's your show. Can y'all just tell me in the chat, can y'all hear me? Tell me in the chat, can y'all hear me? They said we hear you. Yeah, okay. That's Mark then. His internet cut out. Give Mark a second. We can hear you, Rello. Okay, give Mark a second. Sorry, guys. Ask me anything. We still going on with the interview. Ask me about the 30% time. I saw little John. Yo.
My bad. Like that. My computer died. So I'm on the phone. We don't keep it rolling, but my bad. Excuse me, y'all, for the technical difficulties. I gotta jump on the phone real quick. I don't know where I lost you. I seen you was rolling, talking about some Johns or something. However, I was gonna ask you with the $2 million you got, what you spending it on?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I said, how you spending that $2 million?
In the suit.
Oh man.
Investments. I'm gonna get a financial planner. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get somebody who good with money who can show me a few tricks and trades, stocks, bonds, investments, index funds, college tuition. Trust me, I know how to spend it. The hard part is making it. The easy part is spending it. So,
Salute. All right, next question.
yes, sir, we're in the building. Can't wait till Wednesday night. Wednesday night, I'm flying out. It's a movie. It's a movie.
What's the smallest thing that you ever got angry about?
Oh, that's a good one. The smallest thing I ever got angry about. I don't really get angry over small things. That's the thing. If I get angry, it's actually reasonable, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. If I get angry, it's actually a reasonable reason because I'm just so fair and so logical. So most of the time, I can't think of a time where I'm really getting really like seriously angry over something small. I don't like to be petty. I like to see the bigger picture of stuff, but I can see the nuanced stuff of things too. So I don't really get mad over small things. I have times where I maybe lost some money gambling and that like annoyed me for the rest of the week. Because a lot of times it's not about the amount you lose, it's about how you lost it. And that's like the annoying part of it. So that more than anything, I guess you could say that's a small thing, but that's like the one thing that comes to mind that still angers me because I still like to gamble. But yeah, man.
Where you gamble? You like to go to the casino?
Well, I love playing poker. That's what like my skill set is. I came in 8th in a poker tournament for like 12,000 last year. So I'm pretty decent at poker, but like you need a nice amount of luck too. So yeah, I just like playing poker mainly. If I do gamble, I will play roulette because I like roulette. I like putting money on numbers and hoping they come. But mainly, if I'm a really gamble, I'm gonna probably play poker. Then I might take my poker money over to roulette and try to win some real money, some racks. You know what I mean? So
How long
yeah,
you been
man.
playing poker?
About 7 years. It's 7 years. But like poker it has a ceiling to it. So it's like once you master the game, you've mastered the game. You know that your outs, your chances to win, the turn, the probability percentages. You know everything. It's just all about if the card's gonna go in your way. You get 100% good at something, and you still got 45% of luck to still count for. So in poker, you'd rather be lucky than good. Put it like that. So yeah, man, we're in the better. He said poker. Yeah, I hear you, Ken. Poker's where the money at. It is. Yep, I see.
Yeah, my dad played poker a lot. But you talking about like Texas Hold'em type style poker? That's
Yeah,
what you
Texas
play?
Hold'em. Yeah, Texas Hold'em. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Next question. This will be number 10. What would you do if you woke up as a member of the opposite sex for one day?
Oh man. Uh, I ain't gonna lie. I probably have sex. I would guess I would want to use my opposite gender body part, right? As pause as that as pause as that question is, I would probably have to get some penis in me.
Now you know they're gonna have a field day with this one right there.
But pause that. Though.
Oh shit!
Pause that whole
Oh
question.
man!
It's
I
true.
mean, I understand the answer. You know,
I
the
mean, it's
curiosity.
facts. It's facts though. You asked a pause question, and I have to give you a pause answer. You know what I mean? I
Hell
mean,
no.
I'm gonna wake up with a pussy and not use it. You know what I mean?
Hold on one sec.
You gotta. He said, "Hey yo." Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of the same answer that Kayla gave. Would you to go crazy? She said, "I'm gonna do what y'all do. How y'all be going to the zoo? I'm gonna go to the zoo and
See, but that's
you
the
know,
thing. As a
would you
woman,
go
I wouldn't
crazy?
want to go crazy.
You got
You see
24
what I'm
hours
saying?
though. You just said you want to use your part. I mean, would you just?
Yeah, but I would be if I'm a woman, I would be wanting to find the best man I can and just fuck with him.
All right.
And
So,
that's,
what you looking for in this man?
I mean, things that I guess a female looks for in a man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I could just off the top of my head, I could name some stuff that I think females are attracted to, but you know,
I'm saying, like, what would it be? I mean, what are you looking for? And, you know, you want to go use your part. You know, so what are you?
can we can we share? Get this conversation is too is flirting with too much of pauses.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Word. All right. All right. Go to the comment section.
Maul got what type of niggas
Oh
I
man. Oh man. That's fucking crazy. It's caught me off guard with that answer. Okay, let me see. All right, how about this one? If you could travel to any year in a time machine, what year would you choose and why?
What year would I choose and why? Hmm. I would go back to a year where I didn't. I would go back to a year where I didn't get in trouble, basically. So I would go back to two. I would go back to 2007, and my life would have been totally different, basically. Yeah.
You want to expound on 2007?
Well, I'll give a little bit without saying too much. In
All right.
2007, I got into a little bit of trouble that basically um, I made a decision that basically altered the trajectory of my life because I was under peer pressure, basically. So that's basically what I would go back to 2007 and right some wrongs, but too bad we can't go back. You can only go forward, and that's what I guess you can say suck sometimes. So
Yeah, I feel you.
yep.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna drop off this here. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, we here. We in the building. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what it was. I think I hadn't had my computer plugged up. I thought it was the battery just went out.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a cord plugged in. But we back. Sorry about that, y'all.
Okay.
Let's see back there. Can't Pat must say you're gonna be looking looking like Mary J looking for real love. Oh man. All right. Let's
That's
see
right.
here. Next question. Who is your hero?
Who is my hero? I don't really have a hero. My mom is probably the closest thing to my hero. I love my mom.
Oh,
She always
there
been
is
there for me.
inspiration for On My Mama.
On my mom. That's why I slap it on her all the time because I wouldn't lie on her. I love her too much to lie on her. So that's all I do.
Okay.
What's up,
I feel
Kayla?
you.
Kayla made it into the chat. What up? What up? What up?
Saludos.
My
Kyla.
baby Kayla. What's up, Kayla?
She had a real good 20 questions interview. It was one of the
I watched it.
wildest
I
ones.
watched it.
Oh,
I watched it.
okay.
Y'all kept it very PG-13. I was wanting you to go a little bit spicier with her, you know what I mean? But
I think she danced on my 20 questions. I don't know how far you
yeah, I
watched
saw
it
it.
into. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I saw it. She was throwing that little motherfucker. I seen it.
Oh man. Oh man.
I saw it.
Next
It
question. Is there
was
something that you
entertaining.
have dreamed of doing for a long time and have and why
I've
not?
dreamed of doing.
Yeah, something that you dreamed of doing for a long time, but you haven't done it yet.
I want to go skydiving at least one time before I die. That looks like super fun. I'm lightweight adrenaline junkie, so I think skydiving would probably be like that's definitely on my bucket list for things to do. So skydiving.
Skydiving. So once you do that, you're gonna do it next year. It don't cost much to skydive.
Yeah, it don't cost much. I just haven't got around to it. So it's on my
Yeah.
bucket list.
I thought about that,
It's
but
definitely on my bucket list. Definitely. Skydiving. I did speed dating. Speed dating was on my bucket list for so long, and then I finally got to do it, and I ended up in a 5.5 year relationship from speed dating. So it's like,
all right.
be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you
So
wish for.
so how does speed dating work?
Well,
I've only
basically,
seen it like
like a person hosts a speed dating event, and basically
okay.
women, single men, single women come, and basically
All
you
right.
get 60 seconds to meet
So
a single individual, introduce yourself, and you get like a 60-second date. It's pretty
and then you
cool.
like
And then if
rotate
you don't like them, and then you rotate. But
over.
here's the thing. It takes all the awkwardness and the
The
rejection out
approach,
of
all
it.
that. Okay.
Yeah, because at the end you just write down on a
It's
piece
like
of paper who you're interested in, and then the host actually is responsible for connecting y'all. You see what I'm
for the
saying?
matchmaking. Okay. So it's like an interview process, really. That's what it is. A speed interviews,
Right.
right?
But you don't know if you get the job or not. Because you can't
Yeah.
ask her for her number. She don't ask you for your number. Y'all just literally go on a 60-second date, catch the vibes, and at the end, if y'all both mutually, write each other's name down, the host, gives
Match
y'all
y'all
a
up.
call that next day. Yeah, like, listen, what's the name? This how many likes you got, and then it'll be like you got mutuals, and then you got some that wasn't reciprocated. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool
Just like
experience.
the
The one
app
I
before
went,
the app. It's like
yeah, it's
the
like an app. It's like Tinder in real life, basically. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So
Well, if you just
yeah,
sat down
that
with
was
somebody
cool.
that you were just vibing, you was like, "Fuck this speed dating shit." I found what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but
You,
you don't necessarily need to like convey that. You could just think that in your head, right at the end, write her name down,
but
and
what if
then
like
just
10
leave
people
it. 'Cause
matched up
if
with her
she,
like that too, though? You know what I'm saying? If you don't know if you just like, let's say you rolled in there at the freshest and Gary, and all the chicks was digging you. They was all on like, So how did they handle that? The moderator hit
no,
you with the you got like 9 strong
yeah,
potentials. Like which one?
yeah, it could be 10. It could
So
be 10. You could have, yeah.
how many people are
They
part of
tell.
this speed dating thing?
Well, the one I went to, it was probably like 20 minutes from my house. It was like 40 women there. It was
Okay.
like 40 women and like 30. It was like 25 men and like 40 women. So it was more women to men. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Something to
So
say.
it was a good ratio. But older. It was a more older women that I noticed, but it was basically like 70% older women and 30% younger women. And what I realized is younger women don't necessarily need to do that, and that's why the numbers were skewed, because it's like an older women desperate, can't find, I hate to say it, like can't find a guy type of thing. But some of them was like, a lot of them was bad, they just were older and didn't have that many options, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? So that was
so you was cougar hunting at the speed dating spot, basically.
right.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, it was, but it was younger. It was young girls there. Like I said, it was a 70 to 30% ratio. And when I say older, it was like over 40. And then when I say younger, I mean like, under 28. You know what I mean? So
Got you.
yeah.
Got you.
That was cool.
And you said that resulted in a 5-year relationship?
Yeah. Me and this, it was so funny because the woman I matched with, or the girl I matched with, basically they have an exercise that, like, they tear off a half of card and they give it to a random girl. Like, it's completely random, right? And the exercise is, you go find the one half of the card the man gets, and the other half of the card the woman gets. So it's your job to go find who's got your other half of the card. Okay. And it just so happened was the girl I matched with, that I ended up being with, had the other half of my card out of 40 different females. You see what I'm saying? So it was kind of like destined for us to meet. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a pretty cool way that we had met through speed dating. Yeah. So yeah, that was cool. So
yeah, I never did that before. I've seen it, but I've never. Does it
Never
cost
tried
money to be part of the thing? I mean, does they sell a
No, the
certain
one I
amount
went
of?
to, it was 100%. See, here's the thing: it was 100% fee. It was 100% free. What I went to, but the thing was, it was like an advertisement for you to sign up for this dating website. That was like $100 a month. It was $100 a month to join this dating site, but it was like top tier. You find the best singles in your area for $100 a month. Like they make you priority. Like, it was a good dating site, but I wasn't gonna do the $100 a month. I knew that was kind of like, I wasn't into dating that big. These was like people that was like super serious about finding someone. And once I had linked with her, I kind of automatically knew like this was the one. You know what I'm saying? So, and they had some bad Johns there. They had some really bad Johns there. It was crazy. But that was fun. Like I said, it was just a bucket list thing. I didn't expect too much to come out of it, and then I ended up linking with her, and we just was together ever since. So, like I said, you can go about stuff, and then stuff turns out like that. You know what I mean? So that's a pretty cool story.
Got you. Smoke, salute the smoke. It's not the dating
Smoke.
site.
Smoke. What's up? Let me tell you something about Smoke. That's a real dude right there. Nothing but respect for my guy Smoke. I'm telling you, Smoke is real. And,
Smoke is real.
Shout out Smoke, man. Smoke is real. He a real dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can call Smoke right now. Hey, Smoke, I need about 1,500. Man, he
you probably ain't getting that
1,500. Shout out Smoke, man, in the building. Appreciate you sliding through, my guy, Big Smoke.
All right, let me see here. If you could commission, reboot, or remake any TV show, which show would you choose? It could be a cartoon as well, whatever.
I love Family Matters. Oh my God, Steve Urkel. Did I do that? That character, yo, that just I literally we used to just, man, I grew up on that show. I love that show. I love how she did. the girl didn't really like him till he turned to Stefan, and then it just was so funny, yo. It was just so funny, entertaining. Family Matters was definitely top 5 sitcoms of my life. It's up there with Fresh Prince, Martin, all of that for me. I have to put Family Matters in there. Carl Winslow.
Let's see here. It's question number 14. Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest, and what would y'all eat?
Anyone?
Yeah, that's any person you're gonna sit down and have dinner with. That you choosing a person and where y'all gonna eat.
It's gonna sound so crazy, but I love Eminem so much. I would probably choose Eminem to just. I grew up on like just it's a Midwest thing, man. That Marshall Mathers LP, man, was just so. You know what I'm saying? I would just love to meet him one day and just chop it up with him, man, as a fan. Because he's in my top 5. I'm gonna tell you my top 5. I would tell you my top 5, but I'm gonna just say Eminem would probably be. He's just an interesting person. He's an interesting person to me.
Tell me your top 5 in no specific
top 5. Order. No specific order. We got Eminem, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, T.I., and then I gotta put 50 in there. I just have to, because that Get Rich or Die Trying was just so pivotal in my life. You know what I mean? So that was probably my top 5. Yeah. Wayne, yeah, that's a good top 5.
Man, it's a solid top 5. I mean, T.I.
I
like T.I.
It's Tip. Yeah, it's Tip. You can't take nothing away from Tip. So many different flows, so many different hit records. The catalog, the swag, the features, the presence, the mogul. He got everything. You know what I'm saying? Tip got everything. You got to put Tip in there. You can't be mad at somebody with a Tip with T.I. in their top 5. You really can't. He the king of the South. When you see me in the streets, remember you don't know me. When you holler and you sick, remember you don't know me. He got that. Yeah. He got that. What you know about that? What you know about that? He got too many. You know what I'm saying? I like my beat down low and my top laid back.
No, he one of my favorites.
Tip is hard.
He might make it in my top 5 of my South rap, but all right. Let me see in the comments.
Look, they don't like that. They don't like putting Tip in his top 5.
No, ain't nobody really hating.
Ain't nobody hating on that? Okay.
No, those 5 was a music artist he was picking in his top 5, but he said Eminem would be his dinner guest.
Yeah, I love him.
Ludacris, yeah. You know, like you think T.I. over Luda?
Yeah, I would say T.I. over Luda.
Luda got
T.I. would eat. T.I. would see, but here's the thing with Luda. Luda don't get his credit because he don't have enough serious intention throughout his whole career. If that makes sense. If he was more serious,
he never won a Grammy.
Be recognizing a lot of. Yeah, he got a Grammy. He won a Grammy for that Release Therapy album he had. He had won a Grammy for that Shake Your Money Maker. Don't you act like you don't baby. Got it if you wanna come get it. And, you know that song?
Like, shit, he got a whole bunch of Grammys for real.
Yeah.
Nomination. So how the hell you saying he ain't serious? A Grammy for that.
No, I'm saying like he taken for play is what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? He ain't taken serious as a real lyricist. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
It's kind of like if I said Bow Wow. motherfuckers alive. You know what I'm saying? But Bow Wow got hits too. He got, records too. You know what I'm saying? So,
Now I had a discussion about Bow Wow.
Bow Wow's a legend.
Bow Wow's a legend.
Bow Wow's a
And
legend,
I got statted, kind of statted to death, but Bow Wow didn't really. He got a lot of writers on Bow Wow stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of
right? But
producers.
just his age alone breaks so many boundaries and steps over so many different. You know what I'm saying? Like him coming in the game that young, accomplishing so much with just the help of JD. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that ain't nothing to be movies, TV. I remember a time in school where girls were obsessed with Bow Wow. So Bow Wow's a legend. You can't take nothing away from Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? You really can't. I mean, you could say this, like I said, him and Luda is in that same box where they don't get their credit because they just don't have that serious intention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Let me see.
So yeah, man. We in the building. Everybody tuned in for Rellos. Oh God,
Salute to the
appreciate
24
y'all,
in the building.
Yeah, appreciate y'all for coming through. It's your boy J Rello, man. Tell your chick I said hello. Ring crow. Mama. So.
Question number 15. Is there anything you want to do with your life, but you can't because you're worried about what other people may think?
Yeah, we all got things we want to do where we worried about. I guess you could say, I don't know. I guess every guy felt like they wanted to do porn, I guess, in their life before, but I think the shame that comes along with,
See, but
like doing
the stigma.
The stigma that comes along with just being, if you was like a real male porn star, like I wouldn't want my family to, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't like how they would look at me if I was into that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
So
that's probably like the one thing.
I mean, you still got time if you really,
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it because I guess you can say I got too much integrity to want to be like in that light, and then some of that stuff they be doing it just crosses too many boundaries for me. Oh God. And I just can't, I can't wrap my head around some of those scenes where I'd be like, okay, that's a little bit too close to that other man. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. So
no, I don't know.
Oh, it's facts though. It's facts. Oh God. Who wouldn't want to be as a man, who wouldn't think, man, that's like a dream job. A porn star, you get paid to hit Johns? Come on. But it's also a downside too. You get paid to hit Johns. Literally, you get paid to hit Johns. Like, man, that's what? On camera?
Man, it's hard work though. It ain't easy. It's not as easy as you think.
Yeah, but it's just the shame though. Even as a man, it comes with shame. So you can imagine how it looks on the woman's side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it looks. Ooh, I would hate that. I would hate that. I would not want anything like any woman in my family to have that connotation that comes with that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's too out there. You know what I mean? I'm big on integrity and principles and stuff. I just believe it's some stuff a man shouldn't do, and it's some stuff a woman shouldn't do. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
just boundaries. You know what I'm saying?
So, just on the camera thing, or just, or even in general.
If my daughter comes home and like, Dad, I want to be a porn star. Like, I failed as a father. You know what I mean? Like, I just,
Yeah.
I
Especially with the
couldn't.
internet.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Sorry.
All right. If you had the power to correct one problem in the world, what would you fix?
What would I fix? Uh, I would get rid of STDs. That's what I would do. I would make it. If I could snap my fingers and change I would get rid of STDs so people could have raw sex and not worry about catching nothing. That would be my contribution to the world.
So you got
And
the
people would
Rello
love me.
pill, the Rello pill. Everybody can take it, and you just the
Mhm.
immune. You can just go
They
go
make you
wild.
immune to all STDs. Oh, you imagine a world where it was no STDs?
Yeah, it was called like
Oh,
the
wow.
1960s or the 50s.
Ooh, a world
Free
with no
love, you know,
STDs. Oh,
or
wow.
penicillin cured all.
That just makes sex so much more, and just,
Hence,
just to look so
hence,
much more alluring. I know somebody's saying some funny shit in the comments. What they saying in the comments?
I
But
ain't
it's
really
facts
look. I'm
though.
just thinking like, what is it here? It's not
Not worried about
poverty, but
poverty,
you
but
chose
STD.
STD. J Ma said,
Yeah,
"Oh man, raw every day. That's your dream."
raw every day. Can't catch STDs. I mean, you can still get a chick pregnant. I would still have that, but I would just
uh,
make it wouldn't be no such thing as an STD
he
if
said,
I
"Oh,
had my chick.
you definitely going raw in this." In this
No, I'm
Salute
not going
Jazzy
raw in the
P
two.
in the building. Salute.
Jazzy,
Oh,
what's up, Jazzy? What up, Jazzy?
oh,
It's your boy J Rello, man. I'm in the building. Thanks for tuning
he in
in.
the
My diamond
building.
BBs, all VVS Stones in these boys.
Oh shit, you ain't bringing them to the zoo, are you? No.
Yeah, I'm bringing this straight to the suit. It's about 30. I wouldn't even leave this at home. I'm like,
You
mama, I don't trust nobody. I'm like, mama, it's 30 right here.
leave that at home, bro. Go
No,
get
I'm
you a
taking
safe
this.
deposit box.
No, I'm taking this, bro. I gotta leave my. No, I gotta leave. I gotta bring my water.
Oh, Rello,
I gotta
man.
bring
Oh
more water,
man,
Mark.
bro.
This what's gonna get them to be like, "Hola, papi, Western
Yeah,
Union,
hola,
papi."
papi. Quiero más. Quiero más. Oh man. Oh, Rello. For real, man. I know you just trolling. I know you just trolling. I know
Nah,
you just
I'm
trolling. You
popping
gonna
up.
leave that shit at home with
Yeah,
your
I'm gonna leave
mama.
it home. I'm gonna leave it home. I don't need
Oh my
it.
god.
It just hit with the right fit though, with that black, with the
No,
fit.
no,
Like,
bro. No, no. That's when
yeah.
you're gonna be at the casino and you're gonna be outside and the motor will be done got your shit.
Nah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Next question. Next question. Let's see here. Bam is here. Okay. Oh shit. Here go one. If you could travel to the stars with aliens for the rest of your life, but never see your family and friends again, would you?
What I do? What? Say that one more time.
If you could travel to the stars with aliens, so let's say you get like beam me up, you know what I mean? You go in the alien
Nah,
ship.
nah, hell no. I don't. I don't care. I find the whole alien thing is
You
interesting,
believe in aliens?
but I don't. Do I believe in them?
Yeah.
Here's what I believe. I believe the universe is too big for it not to be anything out there.
Okay.
That's
All
what I
right. All
believe.
right.
I don't know if I believe in aliens per se, like the old aliens with the little skinny bodies and shit. I don't necessarily
Yeah, but you
believe in
think it's
them, but
other life
I do.
forms?
I think I think the universe is too vast for it just to be just empty
Facts.
space out there. Yeah, and that's
Okay.
I would stand by that. It would be ignorant of me to just think that it's just nothing else living out there and all like, and we can only see all the way to Pluto, and like what's past that? You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So I mean,
That's
anything
the
else that
thing.
was sentient beings, we would consider aliens, right? So you can,
Right,
right?
but I don't want to say I believe in aliens. I just believe in the universe is too big for it not to be anything out there else but us living in this. This is only our first. This is only our solar system. What if it's 20,000 more solar systems out there that we just can't
All right.
read
So
because they're just too far
yeah,
out?
but you don't
You
believe
know?
there's no other life out there, intelligent life out there?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I believe the universe is too big for it not to be anything else out there. That's what I'm
But you don't
saying. I'm,
believe in
I'm saying I
aliens.
wouldn't put it past. I'm saying I'm not putting it past that it might be alien, but I just can't say like, yeah, I believe in aliens. You see what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's different. Me saying I believe it might be life somewhere is different from me saying yes, I believe in aliens. You see what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah, but
believe in the possibility that there is aliens. You see what I'm saying? That's what I would say, basically.
but do you believe in the so you believe in the possibility that there does not exist anything else outside of the
What you
life
say? Say
here?
that again.
You said
Want to say that
you
again?
believe in the possibility, but do you believe in the possibility that not based on also you believing that the universe is too big for there not to be? Basically, I'm trying
Yeah,
to see, do you believe or you don't believe there's other life in the universe?
I believe the universe is too big to rule it out. That's what I believe.
Okay, I believe that too
Because
because
you
like
only know
go ahead.
what you can see. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they can't see any further than what we have. So if it's more planets to be discovered
Mm-hmm.
that we just can't see because our telescope doesn't go that far, that vast, that deep into space, I can't say that there aren't aliens, but I can say, from what we see, is no, alien life form in this solar system, but who knows? It might be another planet past Pluto that is like booming with aliens. You know what I'm saying? I think, like I said, I think it's just ignorant just to how we just think we're so special as human beings. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be able to be like, if God can create this here, he can create this same prototype in 10 other different places. You see
Oh
what I'm
yeah, for
saying?
sure.
You
Oh
feel
yeah.
me? So it's kind of like, oh, we got the only setup and we're the only thing that matters. But you just don't know. It could be other planets, it could be other time loops. We could be living in an alternate universe and not even know right now. You know what I mean? So
Fact though. All the above. No, I mean I would say I think that there's definitely aliens. We ain't got to go in. That can be a whole nother podcast. But I built it on the preface of what you say. This universe is too big for it, not for us to be alone. So that's why
right,
I go deeper. So, but you ever,
for
you
sure.
seen Men in Black, right?
Yeah, I
And at
think
the
Men in
very
Black.
end, I'm not saying the movie, the alien, but at the end of the movie, like I think it's the little jewel in the cat's collar end up being like a
Yeah,
I don't know. It zooms out and it zooms
yeah,
out and it zooms out. You know what I mean? That you
yeah,
know, think of that shit like that. You know,
yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, you can even leave a bucket of water in your backyard in the summer and go look at it after a week. There'll be all types of life going on in that shit. You know, if it's
Yeah, for
fungus and
sure.
moss to
100%.
you know to random shit. So I think definitely
100%.
the universe is. We might be minute to another part of something bigger than us, that we don't even comprehend. Let me see here. Question number, I think it's number 18.
Yeah. We cooking. We cooking. We already at 18. We just got started. What the fuck?
Yeah. Let me see here. All right. See, this one I want to wait for number 19. Okay, here we go. Would you increase your life satisfaction if it meant that it was going to be shorter? I mean, you kind of made
Would I
statements that really will
increase?
be in support of this.
Would I increase my life satisfaction if that meant shortening my lifespan? That's basically what you're asking.
Yeah, more so. Yeah, I'm not saying
So
making like
basically, would I take a better quality of life
yeah,
for the trade-off of sacrificing years off of my life? I like that question. That's a good one. How many years? What are we talking? Because that's a very, I would have to know the number of years I was taking off in order to give you a precise answer.
that could kind of vary on how much you want to increase your,
The fun, basically.
I guess I don't know. I never just waited like this is translates to this much time or something like that. But I guess to say you would just like you gonna wake up tomorrow
So
feeling like
basically, okay, let's
fucking
say like this.
19, like super healthy and shit like that. You know what I mean? Strong and healthy and whatever, but it's gonna shorten.
Basically, would I take off 10 years of my life in order to have 5 incredible years, basically?
I guess if you want to say it, I would give you more than that, but
Yeah, I'm just giving you 2 for 1. Let's make it a little harsh. So would you trade in 10 years for 5 years of an incredible lifestyle? A Dan Bilzerian. Every day you live like Dan Bilzerian for the next 5 years.
who is Dan Bilzerian?
Oh, you don't know who Dan Bilzerian is?
No,
man.
Educate me.
Dan Bilzerian is basically a social influencer. Basically, he owns a brand called Ignite, and he's like went like viral on Instagram because he like lives a life that most people would probably
I think
dream
I might
of.
know who you're talking about, but I've never. How old is he?
He's probably 30s, 40s. He shows up to like random events with like 10 of the most baddest chicks you probably ever see. Like, you know what I mean? Kind of like Hugh Hefner on steroids, basically. You know what I mean? Like,
all right. So
he's like, yeah.
You want to be him for 5 years or for 10 years to give up 5? Is that what you're saying?
5. Would you take off 10 years of your life to live?
Oh, you can
5
reverse. I got you. Yeah, all right. So you want to be Dan Bilzerian for the rapid pace. 5. Yeah. I guess it just depends if I had to answer that. Well, what would the life satisfaction be? I would, if I'm gonna give up some years like that, 2 to 1, I'll have to be feeling so like
that's what I'm saying.
Young, healthy, and energetic. Like when you wake up in the morning and you just be wide awake, you know what I'm saying? Like full of.
No, I'm saying in like the fact of where it was like you were supposed to die when you were 85. Now you die when you're 75. You see what I'm saying? You feel me?
You're saying, but you trading it to live like Dan Bilzerian, meaning like his lifestyle. I would have to be
right
like,
because I mean that's a lifestyle that a lot of men would like to emulate. It's that whole bad chicks everywhere you go. They all on the same type of time. You're rich. You're fucking jet setting all across the world. You're like. He just like a playboy, basically, an international playboy, basically. Oh God, so that's kind of the dream.
All right, international playboy. Here's another one for you. Then you're having a hot tub party, right? Which 4 people, dead or alive, hot tub party, and you invite 4 people, dead or alive, that you choose to join for your hot tub party. So it's you and 4 more. You got 4 invites to send out. Who you inviting to your hot tub party?
Oh, sorry, Kayla is first because I want to see what her body look like in a nice thong. You know what I'm saying?
You might have just affected your airport ride there, but go ahead, continue.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. A hot tub party. Beyonce, Respect to Jay-Z. I just love her so much. So you
All
got
right. So
OTK, you
Beyonce.
got Beyonce. Backpack Val, what's good, boy? 4 people. So I got 2 more people.
So you said
I'm inviting
okay.
all females. I'm inviting all females for sure. Like it's a
All right.
hot tub party.
Kyla and Beyonce.
Kyla, Beyonce. I think Marilyn Monroe would be fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Emma Jane.
Marilyn Monroe, Beyonce, Kayla, and I think Kim Kardashian would be like a stupid lineup. I think. Oh god, just to have all of them in the hot tub. Oh my mama.
Oh man. Kim
I
Kardashian, how'd
love
she make
her.
the list?
Cause I love how famous she is. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, she's bad too. I can't take none away from Kim. She's bad as hell. Even though she's older, she's still bad. I just like her. She got a nice look to her that I like. You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
All right. Let me see. Question number 20.
So you heard that, Kayla? I put you in there with some top tier beauty.
Who has had the greatest effect on your life? I think I know the answer to this one, so I'm
My
gonna have to.
mom,
Your
100%
mom.
my mom, 100%. That's my only person I got. Like that's my everything. Like I love her. I love her. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my mom's like super tough, so she never tells you I love you. Like she'll never say it. She just shows me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? She wasn't like the mama that was like, "All right, I love you. I love." She wasn't like a super affectionate mom. She was like real tough love, but like when you need her, she gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of hard for me to comprehend how she was because I felt like she didn't really love me because she didn't vocalize it. And that's like one of the things I'm gonna instill in my kids when I have them. It's important to hear it sometimes. You know what I mean? So
Do you have any siblings?
yeah, I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. So I have one older brother, 1 older sister, and then I have a twin sister also.
Oh, you got a twin sister.
Yeah, I got a twin sister. Yeah.
Okay, so all right, damn, all right. So are y'all like super close? You know what I mean? Like with the
Yeah, we super close. We super close. I love
like
her.
you got to
That's my
talk to
sister.
her every day. You know what I mean? Like I know people that I got
No,
twins in my family, but they they was
we don't
guys
talk
though.
every day. We don't talk every day. We are close, but we don't talk every day. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk every single day. I don't talk to nobody every single day. I used to have a friend I used to talk to every single day, but we fell out. We don't talk no more. So
Let me see.
let me read some of
If
these chats.
anybody
Somebody
got
had a
some
question in there.
some serious questions in the chat. Let's see, pop them in there.
He said that was real. He said KK is host status. Okay. It's annihilating baddie for sure. Smoke is an international playboy. Jazzy P said, where her wrench at?
I seen that in there. It depends on what channel she's in on. I think she got a wrench on one channel. I know I did everybody one. Depends on what channel we came in on. What's the greatest risk you've ever taken? Going to the bonus rounds.
The kind of, I guess you could say, the same situation that kind of got me in trouble. That was like the same situation that got me in trouble was like the biggest risk I took.
Gotcha.
And it ended up in a bad situation for me. J RELLO a
But
twin?
do you
Yeah,
think
I'm a
now? I
twin.
mean, like the if I'm not mistaken, it cost you seven of them.
7, yeah.
Okay, so do you think that you learn, you know what I mean? You're a better person at the coming out at the end of the 7?
I wouldn't say a better person. I'm mature to understand this is how life works. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was like. I grew up in prison, long story short. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, that's what I would say. I grew up in prison. Prison turned me into a man, basically, and lets me know how stuff works. Yeah, trouble is everywhere.
Gotcha.
So
All right, I think here. Let me see. I think this last question.
I got some questions for you once we get done with me. You think
Oh,
your questions was crazy. I got
oh
some
man.
questions.
If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know?
If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? Okay. I would think knowing the day I die would I think that would give me a crazy advantage in life for some reason.
Okay. Now, since you say that, I got a question similar to that. Would this be a transition or seeing if you can apply this? Would you rather know when or how you would die?
I think I would rather know when, because time is just you know, you know what I'm saying? Like if they showed you the day and you only got this many years, like that would be like, you know what I'm saying? Because look,
Mhm.
if you can look, if you get the time and it says 60 years from now, you can pretty much surmise it's gonna be, of old age, right? But
Or something. I mean, you could.
if you get a date that's 10 days from now, of course you're gonna be like, how does it happen? You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Is
Yeah. I
like
mean, I think
depending on the date determines so much, basically. You see what I'm saying?
true. I mean, but I think also knowing you probably can't do nothing about it, it might drive you crazy. Either way, if they, if they gave you a long
Right.
date,
But
you're gonna die when you're
what if you get
88.
the date? Right.
Okay, I could
Okay,
just keep it rolling.
right. They show you the date, and then you're guessing. I guess you're guessing how it happens, right? But the date you can surmise how you're gonna die from the date. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you could say I'm gonna be really old, and you could be old
you're right.
and get struck by lightning. You know what I mean? I mean, you didn't necessarily
Right. That's the thing, yeah. But if, like I
determine
said,
your age, but it would be a
right,
factor. If you calculating what's going on.
if your date is 2 years from now, something bad. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you're knowing this, you're not supposed to be dying 2 years from now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind
So
of like
so you'd rather
you
know the
can
date
do
than
things.
then then they say,
The date
no,
with
put on
the
a chicken
you can
sandwich and you could just stop eating chicken. Or at least until
right,
the day you fuck up and eat chicken and choke on chicken
right.
bone.
But the date is more important than how, because the
Okay.
date is gonna just it's more advantageous to know when versus how, in my head, because how is irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
like it could be car accident, it could be playing around with a gun, it could be uh, you know, uh, so many different so many different variables on it's how many ways to die. You know that show, 1,000 ways to die.
Either
They
die, yeah.
probably crazy ways. Yeah. Like some of the stuff, I'm like, there's no way you can die like but it's just like you can die like that. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. When you sit back and think of how many ways you could die. But like the whole George Floyd situation, I didn't really know a guy could die like that with just a knee on his neck for that length of time. I was talking to my coworker about this the other day. Like, that was just mind boggling to me, that because in my hood, that's like common practice for police to put, I've seen that repetitive time so many times in my life where I was just like, I was used to seeing cops put knees on guys' neck, and to see somebody actually die from it, from his oxygen being deprived, it was mind boggling to me. It really was, man. Rest in peace, George Floyd. So,
word. This is a question I wanted to ask earlier. I skipped over. Here we go. If you only had one sense, if you had the sense of touch, one other sense, what other sense would you choose?
if you only had the sense of touch and had one other sense, what would you choose? I can't go without my eyesight.
All right.
I was thinking, without eyes, I don't even know if life would be worth living. I have to see.
There's plenty of blind people that have great lives.
Right, but I have to see, though. Like, I have to see. I have to be able to see. I have to.
But
you could take away damn near every other sense. I have to be able to see. That's just such a handicap to worry about. Just, man, ooh, even thinking about it would just be. Just think about it, you can't see. Like, just think about you walking around. That's like walking around with your eyes closed. How can you go about your day in a safely manner when the main thing in the back of your head is like, I can't see anything? Ooh, that's treacherous. I take my hat off to blind people, man, because my quality of life of not being able to see would be, I would be sad. I would be so sad. I don't know if I would.
Are there more deaf people or blind people?
I would probably guess more deaf, because it seems like deaf would probably, being deaf would probably be more frequent than being blind. I feel like, because when you're blind, it's like, that's a pretty big sense to not have versus being deaf. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's born with sight, right?
Everybody's born with all three, you would think,
Right, that's what I'm saying. But that's the thing, is like, I'm just guessing. I don't know the statistics on, deaf people compared to blind people. But
it says there are more deaf people than blind people.
Blind. Yeah, that's what I would figure that, because your sight is just such a necessity.
Critical. Yeah.
Yeah. Your hearing is almost like an auxiliary compared to you being able to see. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I would have chose those touching and sight. But okay, let's say you had to get rid of just one. You got to give up one. Or the same $1 million question. Like, okay, one? I can give you $2 million for every one you give up.
Touch is like the least one, right? Because I don't need to feel everything. Touch, yeah. That's like
think about your answers to other questions you've had tonight.
Yeah, but touch is like, if I had to choose one that I could sacrifice and my life would still be of good quality, touch would be the sacrificial lamb. Because think about it. Your hearing.
That's not just touching with your hands. Okay, you got to hear. True.
Like, would I choose to sacrifice my hearing or my touch? Like, touch
you got five. You got 5 senses to choose from now.
Right, but I don't want to get rid of my taste, because I love food so much. Smell, I love sense. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able. And then if something like is off, you can't smell it. Like,
you don't want to feel nothing. V Swell said it best. How you gonna feel the baddies at 30% though, if you took giving away the touch?
Right, but touch is sacrificial though, because it's like, okay, you lose your feeling or sense of smell. I guess I would say sense of smell. I guess you could say sense of smell, but I love smell too. It'd be tough because I love smell. Yeah. Then you don't know when you're stinking. If something could be stinking in the house, your breath could stink. It's just too. I would have to go touch. I would have to. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, but here's the thing: if you get rid of your touch, does your dick still work? If you get, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, as I'm saying, you ain't gonna feel it. You ain't gonna have that sensation. You know,
right?
I
But
mean,
you ain't gonna be able to get hard if you can't get if your touch is gone. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
you will. You better think. You know, that's all in your mind. You ain't got to touch nothing to get
nah,
rolling.
that's part of your. That's part
Not
of
for me.
no. That's different. It's part of your. It's part of the physicality, though. I ain't gonna lie. Your dick
Yeah,
might
but
not work. If you get rid of your sense of touch, J Mog, your dick might not work. Facts.
it
If
would
you really
work,
think
but I
about it.
probably just wouldn't. You know, you wouldn't. It'll get ready to the race. It might not finish the race, but
You wouldn't feel
it'll
it though.
definitely be on the. Huh?
You wouldn't
It'll be
feel
like
none of the stimulation. You wouldn't feel it because that's your dick is literally attached to all of your sensory nerves. You see what I'm saying?
true.
So it's like
Yeah.
if you see what I'm saying, if you got rid of your sensory nerve system, right, basically,
Okay.
where
I mean,
your
you only
penis
built
is
in my
not,
case.
you know,
You said you would get rid of touch. So, all right. So that
that's what I'm thinking. So
okay.
I might go with because I'm thinking so deep where I'm like, damn, you get rid of touch, your fucking dick might not work. You see what I'm saying? So I'm in my head like probably smell because
All
I
right.
can't get rid of anything else. You got sight. What you got? You got sight, hearing, taste, touch, smell. Probably smell. It would probably
Smell.
be the one that you could sacrifice. You don't
All right. So you
absolutely
keeping taste. You
need
don't
smell.
give up smell. All right.
I need taste. I love food too much. I couldn't. I have to be able to taste it.
I would say
I
out
have
of
to.
all of them, giving up smell give you the most advantages because then if somebody farted, you wouldn't smell it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if the house was burning, you wouldn't smell it, but you could
Right.
hear the smoke alarm, like you hear my shit chirping. Um, but I would have to give up probably smell. I would have to sacrifice, and then
Right. And
taste
then
after that. You know what I mean? Like I would
your
say I could
girl
live
might
without
try to
those
give you
two.
some smelly box.
Oh, see, I didn't consider that one. You the one that like the smell thing.
Smell is sacrifice. You can sacrifice the smell, I guess. So.
Yeah. So speaking from smell, so that some smelly box made you think of that one.
What you mean? What you
I
mean?
mean,
Smelly box?
that's what inspired you to sacrifice that. Some smelly box.
No, I'm saying out of all the senses I would sacrifice, that's like the one I guess I would is the smell
Yeah.
because it's like the least one basically, the least critical
The least
sense
critical.
out of all. Yeah, out of everything. You got to be able to hear. You got to be able to see.
Word. Let me see. Well, that was 20, man. That was
That was
20 the
20.
questions. That was
We
20.
got
That was
through them.
20.
We got through them. How many
We
people
got
we
through.
still got on the live?
It's still us,
I can't.
24 in the building.
Still 24 in the building. Make some noise. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here. We got any questions in the
Word.
chat?
Let me see. I'm looking through.
Would you kiss a chica in the mouth knowing she just sucked 1,000 shafts? Spaghetti legend. No,
Man.
not knowing that, but if I didn't know, I probably would, basically. So.
Oh man.
The question he asks like answers itself. Would you kiss a chica in the mouth knowing she just sucked the thigh? Hell no, not knowing that, but
Not knowing.
if you didn't know, yeah.
Yeah.
What you don't know won't hurt you.
If you don't know, and if you take the Rello pill, you know what I mean. There's no more. It's the ultimate, the Rello-cillin. You take Rello-cillin, you can't catch nothing. You just gotta take it about 2-3 days before you go on your trip, and it gives you 10 days of unadulterated immunity.
You know how much
to
money,
everything.
man.
It's out there.
You know how much money.
The Rello
Do
pill,
you know how much?
Rello 1000.
That would be a multi-trillion-dollar pharmaceutical drug if they had a pill you could take that made you immune to any STD for just even for just one day. Boy, oh boy, that would kill. That would be like one of the biggest things in medical history if somebody created that. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up.
There are those in the sphere that feel that antibiotics can kind of almost do that for you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if that was a real thing where you could just take
at one
that
point in
and
time, like you say in the 1960s and 70s, you know, you could just go take a damn penicillin or whatever that could cure all that could fuck you up back then. Then shit just got worse.
ask him if he ever been to the Jackson house. Yeah, I have. I've been. It's a small little house. I grew up on the same street as Michael Jackson.
It said,
Somebody said,
you have that. He call it a condom.
Yeah, but we know what condoms do. It's pros and cons to condoms. Huh?
They eliminate your sense of touch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do. I call them cock blockers. That's what I call them. I read a quote on Instagram. They said whoever made condoms was a hater. And I just thought that was so funny. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that was hilarious, man. He said whoever made condoms was a hater. That's hilarious. I don't care. It's just all these technological advances, and we don't have anything better than condoms now. Like it's just, it's almost like archaic, So.
Yeah, but you can always go. You meet that special somebody. You can always go to the clinic, get a test. It only takes 24 hours, 48 hours. You just got to plan it out.
That's it. Is it that fast? Can you get a blood test done in 24 hours? In DR too, or?
Yeah, in DR, you can. Yeah, Lawrence Taylor take penicillin on the regular. He was wild bull. I've heard people say that, man. You just got to take this, and that. I'm like, shit, y'all tripping. But
I don't know. That's the thing.
Dang.
Go get a girl tested. Find out she's clean. I guess it depends on how long the tests take to come back, because sometimes you don't have time in situation. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
where you have to,
they got,
like,
it's rapid tests for a lot of shit, just like how they had it for COVID. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit they can test for rapid. But yeah.
That's another thing about that. I always hear guys always say, "Yeah, go get tested and take it to the doctor," and it's just like, by the time we get to that point, at least here in America, I've noticed women don't like for you to take the spontaneity out of the sexual experience. And when you present that to a woman, it eliminates that, and it loses you lose a little bit of your intrigue when you proposition a woman to go get tested before y'all. Because I mean, I'm assuming y'all going to get tested before the first time y'all actually have unprotected sex, right? So let's just assume y'all haven't had any condom sex, right? And y'all just like, I like you, we gonna get tested before we do it. And it's like,
but I mean,
she might not even been planning on giving you no pussy. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you got this thinking in your head, and she like, you just think like, it's one of those things, like, it sounds good on paper, but most of the time when you put it in actuality, it just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So basically, the first time you go raw with any like body that you with, it just happens. You know what I mean? Because I can see a girl saying, "I want you to wear a condom because I don't want to get pregnant." It ain't necessarily got to be about catching anything. It could be about, I ain't trying to get pregnant.
Right. So here's the thing: if I'm talking to a chick and I say, I just want to make sure we all clean, we both gonna get tested or whatever, I could understand why that might have been a turnoff to her because for one, it's like she, at least in the women in the United States, they're very finicky acting. So like one day she could be all for it, and then the next day it could be a totally different story. So that's why I just, like I said, you lose a little bit of the the spontaneity and the intrigue of, because girls don't like to feel like sluts, so it's kind of like, they like to use that to be like, oh, it just happened, where they could escape accountability for, having sex with you too early or stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't had a situation where I needed to be like, we gonna go get tested before we have sex. I just always, if I'm in that space, I'm just using a condom with you. I'm just gonna use a condom with you, and we just gonna use condoms the whole time. You see what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm not
Yeah, I
going.
mean,
I only do that. Like I would only do that with a girl I was like seriously thinking about being with. I'm not gonna do that with a girl I just met at the club that night and just like, oh, we've been talking. Let's go get like. I'm not doing that. I'm just wear a rubber, and
but I
I'm gonna
mean,
hit you.
isn't the natural transition with a John, whatever, you wear rubber, and then once you think there's only been y'all two rocking, that one night you might not wear one or something like that. Ain't that how it? I never had the conversation.
That's how
Let's go
it
get
normally.
tested.
Right. That's how it normally works. But that's the thing. Like if I would skip that step and was like, all right, we've been using rubbers, but now I want to get tested so we can have unprotected sex. Like I would understand if she like felt some type of way about that. I would definitely understand. Because I know how women think, man. They think weird. You know what I'm saying? They think super weird. You might offend a chick by saying, let's go get tested. You know what I'm saying? She go back, talk to her homegirl. She come back with a whole, next thing you know, you done blew it with a chick you actually was trying to, because she think it's weird. You could say one wrong thing and take it out of context, and next thing you know, you lose out on some good box over something that you have good intentions with a bad outcome. And that's what happens a lot of life. You can have the best intent. It sounds good. I'm gonna tell her we're gonna talk. I'm gonna go get tested. Blah blah blah. Next thing you know, she tweaking. You know what I'm saying? It's over nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
Would you rather have that go down than you just go ahead and try to smash Raw, and she'd be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? Would that offend you? She was like, "No, we ain't using no." And then and she tells you, "Until we get tested," would you be offended?
no, I would understand if she came and was like, "I want to get tested before we go Raw." I would be like, "All right, cool." But if I was to go to her and say, I'm not hitting you until we get tested, it's different. You see what I'm saying? Like it's crazy because it's a double standard in there. But I know you 100% see what I'm saying about it. It's different when a guy is asking a woman to get tested versus when a woman is asking a man to get tested before she has sex with him unprotected. It's so different. It's so crazy, but it's a double standard for sure.
Got you.
A lot of girls be like, look at you crazy. Like, you telling me to get tested? The audacity of you. I don't even fuck one nigga my whole life. It's like, no, you're cap. You know what I mean? So definitely that.
Word. All right, you say you had something for me. I don't see nothing in the
You don't see nothing in
the chat right now. I mean, I see some wild shit in the chat. I'm about to open up the panel a little bit. If anybody want to join, I drop that link.
Okay, open the panel up. We're gonna get some questions going on. Open the panel. It's your boy J RELLO. I'm in the building. Call the police right now. Portage Police Department.